Hello, we are a group of Discovery College students at Homewood providing you with important information about starting secondary school. Our names are Ava,
Kate,
Will,
Carter,
Lara,
Lucy,
Jensen,
Louis,
Amelia,
Kevin John.
We would recommend you watch the whole video, but if you want to know about something specific, click on the section that appears on your screen now.
Your timetable. Each week you will have the following lessons: 4 maths lessons, 4 English lessons, 3 science lessons, 5 humanities which include history, geography and ERS, 4 MFL lessons, 2 PE lessons, 2 art and DT lessons, and 1 lesson of drama, music, dance and ICT. If you are in the grammar stream, the curriculum you follow is slightly different from this. On your timetable, you will see your teacher, room number and subject. It is worth making a few copies of this as it helps you plan for each day.
Clubs and activities. Homewood is all about learning, respect and belonging. So the belonging part is all about getting involved with the many clubs and extracurricular activities the school offers, as well as supporting the Discovery College charity, which is chosen annually. The clubs and activities are displayed on the form room notice boards and published on the school Twitter feed. Your form tutor will ask you for your support with various charity events throughout the year.
Achievement points. If you do well, your teacher will give you achievement points. Your teachers log these electronically and your form tutor has a record of what you have achieved. When you have achieved certain benchmarks and achievement points, you will receive different awards. For 25 points, you'll receive a bronze certificate and a badge. For 50 points, you'll receive a silver certificate and a badge presented by your head of college, Miss Lawson. For 100 achievement points, you'll receive a gold certificate and a badge presented by the principal. These points also count towards giving your team a head start for sports day in the summer term.
Equipment and planning. On certain days, you'll find you need certain things. For example, days with drama, dance and PE will need the appropriate kit to be brought into school. It is useful to keep a copy of your timetable handy so you can plan for each day. In terms of equipment, you should make sure you have a suitable school bag large enough to accommodate the Chromebook. Sometimes students have separate bags for PE kit. There are things you should bring to school and things that will be handy. Firstly, the must-haves are a generously sized pencil case, some black or blue rollable pens or biros, HB pencils, a pencil sharpener and rubber, a 30cm ruler, compass and a 180-degree protractor. A scientific calculator, the school recommends one on your screen below. A plastic cardboard folder to store work, and a reading book. Things that may come in handy are a set of colouring pencils, a glue stick, and a pair of scissors. Make sure you're well equipped so you're ready to learn.
Leaving school at the end of the day. The school day ends at 3:30 on all days except Wednesday, when school ends at 2:15. If you are walking home or being picked up, please leave the school site from the mansion exit. If you are getting the bus home, all buses except the 12 come onto the school site to pick you up. If you get the 12, you should wait near the archway outside the mansion. There will be members of staff there to supervise you getting on the bus safely. All other buses come into the bus park at the bottom of the school. As you walk down to the bus park, you will see a board showing all the buses that have arrived and buses not yet in. If your bus is here, get on it. If it is not here, wait behind the white double line. Unless your bus is here, you should never be on the path next to the 3G pitch. The board is like a map. On the left are buses that are on the left-hand side of the bus park, and the same goes for the right-hand side. They are also in order so you can see where your bus is. There will be a member of staff coordinating bus duty. When your bus arrives, they will tell you when it is safe to go and get on it. Wait behind the white line until this point. Usually the 2, 2A and 297 come in later, so nearly always you will have to wait for your bus to arrive. It speeds things up if you have your bus pass ready to show the driver.
This map shows the different routes to Homewood. The whole line shows the route of public buses and private buses, as shown by the broken lines. You can see the bus company responsible for that route and the contact number below. All public buses except the 12 come into the bus park to drop off and collect students in the morning and afternoon as addition to the normal route. The bus map is downloadable from the link below this video.
Homework. The big change from primary to secondary school is the amount of homework you get. It is also from loads of different subjects, so it is important to keep track of it. All homework is set on Google Classroom, so the best way to keep on top of it is to check your Google Calendar to see what homework is set. You will also receive notifications in your Gmail inbox, but the calendar makes it really easy. For some homework you will need to access other websites to complete, like Seneca for example. It is worth keeping your username and password noted down somewhere so you do not forget.
School uniform. The school uniform is detailed on the school website along with the uniform shop opening times. The uniform shop is located in the Kirk building, often known as A block. Have a good read of the uniform requirements for the school. It is worth noting a few things. Number 1. During colder times of the year, you are likely to bring a coat to school. All coats worn to school must be black or navy blue and have no logos. Hooded tops, sweatshirts and coats with leather or fur are not allowed. Number 2. Sometimes retailers include shoes, skirts and trousers in their school section which do not follow Homewood school rules. Therefore, please check the rules before you purchase these items. Number 3. You should try your very best to come to school in the correct uniform so you look smart and are ready to learn. If you are not in the correct school uniform, you should bring a note from home explaining why. The school will then provide you with an alternative uniform for the day. If you have a medical issue, the nurse will assess you and provide you with a medical pass if this is appropriate. If you arrive in school not in the correct uniform and with no note, it is likely you will not be able to attend your normal lessons and will need to work in another part of the school. All in all, every day, make sure you are smart and ready for a day of learning.
Communication. If your parents or carers want to get in touch with the school, your form tutor should be the first port of call. They will get to meet them with you in November just after you start, if necessary, and in addition to this, you can contact the Discovery College directly via the Senior College Coordinator, Mrs. Sivia, on extension 242. For general day-to-day information, the Discovery College has a termly newsletter which is placed on the school website and also sent out via Twitter at Homewood_school. Parents and carers can subscribe to the Sims Parent app, which allows them to see attendance, school reports and achievement points. You can also change information the school holds about your child. They can also subscribe to Google Classroom summaries, which allows them to be able to view homework set. You will get a letter about signing up to these a few weeks into the first term.
Lunchtime. At lunchtime it is likely you will want to get food from the canteen. You should never go down the steps directly outside the canteen. Instead, walk down the hill and along the path next to the canteen to enter. If you have a packed lunch, you can enter the canteen via the side door.
Attendance. You need to register every day by thumbprinting before school starts and before period 5, so at lunchtime. You should try very hard to make a habit of this so you don't forget. If you are not in school because you are unwell, bring in a note in when you return explaining why. Your parents or carers will need to call the school absence line, informing the school of your absence every day until you return. On occasion, you may need to leave the school during the day, perhaps for an orthodontist appointment, for example. If this is the case, bring in a note from home, get this signed by your form tutor and sign out at student services.
Finally, these things are good to know. Number 1, walk on the left-hand side of the corridor. Number 2, do not eat inside buildings. You can only eat outside or in the canteen. Number 3, towards the end of break and lunch, go to where your next lesson is so you're not late. Number 4, make sure all litter goes in the bin. Number 5, before school and prior to period 5, make sure you thumbprint.